So this morning I'm with Rashid Kotwal, an international speaker and author. Now Rashid helps businesses get more business faster and with less wasted effort. He helps bridge the disconnect between marketing and sales. So Rashid, what is the disconnect between marketing and sales?
Jenny, the disconnect between marketing and sales is quite simple. Very often we see the sales department wants marketing to produce good quality referrals, but has no mechanism of doing so. Marketing, on the other hand, is very interested in brand and image and doesn't see its job as to producing direct qualified prospects into the sales funnel. So very often we find that the salespeople are spending a lot of time prospecting and tend to waste a lot of time prospecting with people who are frankly not qualified. They may be tire kickers, they may just not be in the right market, looking for your particular product or service, but you as a salesperson have got to sift through a whole lot of people to find the gems in the path. And that really should be marketing's job. It should be marketing's job to throw the net out there, to bring in as many prospects as possible, and then sort those prospects into categories of A, B, and C, for instance. So highly qualified, not so qualified, and maybe not qualified at all. Discard the not qualified at all, but also the people who are not ready now. Have a mechanism for keeping in touch with them so that they warm them up, so that when they are ready, the salespeople can actually contact them, or they make contact with the sales department.
I'd like to be given warm leads all the time.
Absolutely, wouldn't we all?
So, what's one thing you can suggest that marketing and sales could do to work together?
Well, I would suggest that every organisation should have some form of direct response marketing strategy with their online website as the hub. And what I mean by that is whatever marketing activity and sales activity that you undertake as an organisation to actually reach out to your prospect and target market, you actually drive those people online where you can actually capture their details, name, email, and maybe even physical details in return for some information that they may want from you, which gives you the ability to then follow them up on an ongoing basis and automate that follow-up process. Because as we all know in sales, it takes between 5, 9, maybe 15 touches, sometimes a year or 2 years might go by, before someone actually becomes a client, between when they first actually contact you or have some form of contact with you and becoming a client. And by having a mechanism that automatically keeps in touch with them, driven through your online presence, it gives you the ability to keep in touch with them, but it also means that the salespeople don't have to continually chase the same people up again and again and again. It also takes away the excuses from the salespeople saying, well, one day they'll convert and I'm just going to keep chasing in the same pond and chasing the same fish.
Okay. So what are we talking about here, like doing things like autoresponders, or?
Well, essentially it's a direct response mechanism. So yes, autoresponders are one of them. And an autoresponder is simply a set of automated follow-up emails. So think of it this way. Let's say you have some advertising in a trade magazine, or someone finds your website, or you've advertised in a direct mail piece. You're essentially sending the prospect, if they're interested, to your website, where they fill in a form with their name and email address and maybe some other details like physical address, because you're going to be sending them out a package of information of some description. And once you've got those details, you're effectively going to be following them up on an automatic basis, and that could include physical as well as email. So we actually put in systems that will actually automatically do this and move these people down the sales funnel. So depending on how interested they are, we just keep in touch with them on an ongoing basis, and we allow them to raise their hands and tell us when they are more qualified and want to actually buy something. And yes, part of that sequence would be the salesperson would at some point pick up the phone and talk to them.
Well, I don't like getting an automated response.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure other people will be the same. So how can you make it less looking like an automated response?
Okay, it doesn't have to look like an automated response. It'll look as if it came from the particular salesperson. It's the whole point is, though, it's leverage. It's written once. The material is written once. It's written as if a human being. Well, it would be a human being. It would be as if I was talking to you directly, but it just happens to be automatically sent. And it doesn't look as if it's automatically sent. We've had people come back to us and actually start dialogues on the basis of an automatic email.
So do you write those?
We actually write them for people. We write the whole system, the whole marketing system, the whole sales system. We actually look for, we sit down with an organization and figure out who their target market is, who they want to target, how they want to target them. We look at their whole sales process, and we look at automating as much of it as possible, which, from the point of view of helping the salesperson not have to spend time with people who are not yet ready to buy.
Fair enough. That sounds a great idea.